Oh yeah, we should totally start recording because like with working at the Grid Lab, it's like I can use that as like a reference. But at the same time, I'm like, if I get this game done as well, I can use that as a portfolio piece. Like, this is what I've done.
Yeah.
And then I also like, I probably shouldn't be treating it as like hard as I should, like as like or putting it up on like a pedestal as high as it should. Just because like if we're gonna be working on a game this semester, I really think that we could do something cool.
Oh,
and
yeah.
start like thinking of ideas more or whatever. Just like we've probably been both thinking about that, like in the back of our mind, even if like not every day or whatever.
Yeah.
But like having that would definitely help too. Like I don't know, I just feel.
Well, because it's gonna get done a lot quicker because we have two people working on it instead of just one of us.
Yeah, that too. It's not all on us. It's like like as we've said before, like we're both competent at computer science, like programming stuff, and we're both like relatively. We're not great artists, but we know what we're doing.
We're decent.
We're competent in everything, kind of. Jack of all trades, master of none.
Master of none.
I guess.
Yeah.
Well,
That's why, like, I don't even... My game is purely just for fun. That's why it's, like... it's such a hard thing. Like, this year, I'm like, I can't wait to just be a modeler and a programmer. And all summer, it's been so fun. Like, I get to model one day, and then I can program my game the next day. But, oh my god, like, I think it's going to be harder than I thought. Just because I'm not going to get a job as a programmer. I'm going to get a job as a modeler.
yeah,
It's going to happen.
So you kind of want to put that higher.
But I also want to finish my game. It's because it's fun. I love doing both. It just
Yeah.
It's. I never thought I would get down to the point where I want to do both more than the other. As like I love both.
Mm-hmm.
I usually would think of it as like two skills. It's like I want to do this one less. No, I want to do more. Both of them just.
You get gratification from like figuring out the code problem.
Different
modeling.
ways.
Yeah. Like you're getting gratified by doing both coding and programming.
And that's the thing. Like the game will help with my resume, yes, but I feel like right now it's more important for me to model. Just at this junior year, I feel like I can program more senior year, because at that point I've learned everything.
I
in
honestly
modeling.
feel like for you, it's just going to be like whatever you kind of feel like doing, you'll just do. So if you feel like you'll focus more on modeling, then you'll focus more on modeling. Like you're going to grow both your skills over the year, not just
that's true.
I don't know. It's up to you.
I just think that modeling is going to be a bigger future, as in like a career for me. Like the games,
yeah.
I'm always going to make games because I love them and I have all these ideas, but they're all like pretty small or just kind of niche things for smaller audiences, and I'm never going to want to stop doing them. I'm always going to want to do that. Modeling also, but it's definitely more of a job thing. I like doing game dev more than modeling, I think, because it's just a more fun it's just I can release any creativity I want to release with that. I still have a lot of release of creativity in modeling.
By game dev, you mean like the whole encompassing of like developing a game,
making a game,
whatever that may be.
Yes, like even if it incorporates modeling, but it's smaller models. Like
modeling
now I'm doing is just like super realistic. Sometimes it gets really tedious.
Yeah, you were saying like on Twitter, you were like getting caught up like. What, like the folds in the skin or like the fingerprints or something? Like super high-end stuff?
Well, that's what the sculpt for my job is I'm doing. Well, I kind of stopped that last week. I was sculpting like that arm for like the blood draw thing. And I had to do like the pores.
Should we explain that? Or have we explained that?
We kind of started this randomly, this podcast in the middle of a sentence, but that's all right.
We just start recording or whatever.
For my job, we're doing this blood draw like VR simulator. We're doing like immersive media kind of experimenting and research, and we have a client that's helping us with the medical field to do to get people over the fear of needles when they draw blood, and I'm basically tasked with sculpting a male body that the person that's in VR can look down at, so the arm needs to be as photorealistic as possible. So I've been doing like the veins, and I never sculpted before. I always model, so I had to learn sculpting. And what he was talking about, I was just doing like the pores and the wrinkles and
what
creases in the skin. ZBrush.
ZBrush, okay. Yeah.
I've never used it before and it's fun. Like I thought I was always gonna hate it. It's fun. I like it.
Yeah, you said
it's really useful too.
Yeah, you said like starting off you kind of like didn't like it because it's like whenever you pick something else new you get frustrated easily because you just don't know how to work it.
I think I'm always gonna get frustrated with it. It's not my favorite program. It's not really made the way I like it being made.
Oh.
But just the activity of sculpting is fun.
Okay.
I don't like ZBrush.
The program itself could be better, but like doing it.
For me, a lot of people love it. I don't work well with it. That's why Mudbox is another one that's made by Autodesk, like Maya, that I'll probably use instead. But just for this project, we're required to use everything. Pretty much. Yeah. Mudbox is said to be like not as good as ZBrush, but I think it's a lot simpler to understand, and it's just straightforward.
Yeah, there's definitely qualities in being simple.
Oh yeah, there's just so many things I just don't. They don't call meshes like meshes, and I don't know. I still have a lot to learn, but it's a good skill to have because you use that with modeling. Like you have to make like, let's say you're making a fireplace, all the metal parts and the stuff will be modeled, but then you have to sculpt the wood and the bricks.
Yeah, have you ever seen like, I think they do that for like characters and everything. Like they sculpt the character's head. You ever just go online and type in like sculpting a character's head and just like see people go at it? So like they just take a circle and make a head like 15 minutes after, and you're like, holy crap.
What do you do when you do characters and creatures and organic stuff? It's all sculpting. I'm just not a big fan of doing that myself. That's why I never like learned it yet. I'm more a fan of like environment and hard surface, like kind of weapons, stuff like
anything kind of like backgrounds and stuff like that, like the scenery aspects,
and just like the weapons of a character, or like headphones, like some small stuff
objects,
that's hard to
not necessarily people.
So I didn't really learn it, but
I think that's actually I don't know.
But last week I got tasked with. My boss told me like, okay, by Friday you need to get that full thing done. We didn't even have a texturing program yet. They still we have it. We bought it. I got Mari. Mari's a texturing program.
You mean like the full arm done? Or
yeah, he wanted the full thing done, like because I think the client pushed up the date like sooner.
Oh,
or pushed back.
Oh man.
And so we have to.
Now you feel even worse for not helping out.
Well, it's like
I don't work there in the first place, but
well, the thing is, it's like he gave me that thing, and then all week I had like people coming in wanting to use motion capture stuff. All week.
Yeah, that's right.
All week.
Yeah.
And
you're saying that.
It was about like 2 hours every day taken. So starting Monday, he told me by Friday, which I was gone Friday, so by Thursday, I'm going to have the arm done. And I'm like, even without motion capture, I'm like, oh God, like I don't think I can do that. First, we don't have a texturing program. Second, like we're still in the practicing phase. Like we're still trying to try out things.
Yeah, it's still very early.
Just like seeing like what's going to work, what's not going to work, how many polys are going to even work in the game. Like I don't know how VR works yet, like fully, so I don't know anything about that. It's a programmer's deal. But the motion capture people came in like a ton.
Yeah, you see, that's why I thought like you guys weren't really getting a lot of stuff done, but I guess it was only your perspective.
Mute that.
Yeah, I can't. Hold on. Sorry.
Well, anyways, he's texting or something.
I'm actually being a bad person this time. Unlike you, he's always just like twiddling your thumbs or like messing with a freaking paperclip and making all this racket.
I love messing with small objects. Anyways, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, basically what I was saying with the motion I like run the motion capture thing there because I don't really animate, but they've kind of put me as like ahead of a lot of physicians for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah, you're the person who knows how everything should be set up like correctly, like getting the motion capture ready to go, which is kind of strange, but I don't know. You're like the head, sort of.
Well, they've told me that like I'm kind of not just technical, not just artist like everyone else. I'm kind of a mix of both, which is cool. Like I'm doing a lot of things. Sometimes it's just too much for only like a couple hours a day of work. When I need to get like full like little projects done and models finished, when then people come in, I haven't even learned. They told me to stop like a month ago. Stop looking in the motion capture because we need you to model. And I'm like, okay. Then people have been coming in consistently, needing to use the space, and I have to use it for them. I don't even know the program that well yet, like fully. Like I know the beginnings perfectly. Like I've done it so many times, but just like exporting the animations and cleaning them up, I haven't touched yet, and it makes me kind of like annoyed because they expect me to know it, and I'm like,
it seems like they're kind of pulling you thin in a sense.
I just don't think the only thing they realize, they both don't like. Both my bosses, we have like two bosses. They don't like realize what they're doing programs that well, and like
they themselves are like they've even said like this is all just like we're figuring it out as we go.
Yeah, and I would think if they know that they would be like a lot more cautious, letting a class and people use the motion capture space when we haven't even like.
The microphone's gonna get fuzzy. We'll edit it out maybe. I don't know.
Fully, we're putting all of it around.
Perfect.
Perfect. Oh, look at that scratch.
Oh, it's beautiful. I can't wait to.
So it's just been kind of. But the last week though, they told me after 2 days of that, they're like, okay, we're not gonna finish it by Thursday, and I'm like, I know. So they made me actually start modeling little small objects, and I love that. I did a paintbrush, like a super realistic paintbrush. I did it like 2 hours. It was the fastest I've ever modeled anything because I was actually doing it for work. And I had a blast. Like, it was so fun.
Focus. And, yeah.
Oh my god, I couldn't stop. And he was talking to me, and I was just like completely ignoring him, like not even trying to. Just I was so in the zone. I couldn't stop, and like that's what I wanted to. That's what I was hired for.
Yeah.
I haven't done that. I've been working there what 2 months.
You've hired. Yeah.
I was hired to be a modeler.
Yeah.
And then I've been. Okay, obviously sculpting is modeling, but
not like the modeling that you're used to.
When they told me this, the programs I know, I never put ZBrush on there. So, I'm a modeler, and I've been animating, I've been doing technical stuff, and I've been sculpting, and then now, finally, like 2 months into it, I'm actually modeling, and it's been awesome.
Have you been animating? I'm curious.
Well, motion capture.
Oh, that stuff, okay.
Which I'm going to need to animate after when we actually start getting, like, real clients for that.
See, that's what I want to do. See, I would hope to be, like, a clean-up animator guy, since, that's what I kind of brand myself as an animator, kind of above anything else. Since that's what I'm kind of more comfortable as. I don't know. That's what I'd like to help out with.
Maybe you can help with that.
Yeah. I don't know.
That's what Andrea, she's coming in, and she was hired as the more animator, because she's done 3D animation.
Yeah.
I haven't done that.
Well, with motion capture, I imagine it's just, clean up. So, maybe your arm spasses out for, 2 frames or whatever, and just move it back into place.
So I think I had to learn how to export, because when I got to that point, they told me, they're like, no more doing motion capture, we need you modeling. So I just completely dropped everything I was researching and documenting.
Yeah.
Everything. And I was right at the export, phase. So when I had these people in there, recording stuff and asking me how to do stuff, I had to learn how to export while they were there. So I was, trying to, look up on Google things, and that they were just sitting there. It's like, I'm sorry, I haven't done this yet.
It's not your fault. It's no one knows what the heck
they just
they're doing.
expected me to know, and I was like, dude, I don't know. It was frustrating, not in the sense of I was frustrated with them. I was just frustrated with myself, but I shouldn't have been.
Yeah, exactly.
They were just, and their teachers, the project idea was they need to make a minute-long film, and they wanted models on it and everything, and I just don't think they knew how hard that stuff was.
Yeah.
They're audio and video people. They don't do anything with it.
Yeah, I was just about to say, even if they're not audio and video people, it's just, people have way, too big expectations. They need to scale ideas back.
And, damn, we've had just so many people come in. I'll get into work, and then my boss is just yeah, we're going to have people coming in at 1 today to see around. You have to set up the Vive for them. I'm like, okay. So much of work is just showing people things.
Yeah, you go do that. Yeah.
Why can't I just work? That's what I was hired for. And in the beginning of the work, they were most of the first couple weeks is going to be building things. And I was like, I'm okay with that. That makes sense.
Yeah.
This showing people around does not make sense. This much. I would do it off my work time. Not during work, though.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, this makes me feel bad. Because maybe, if I showed up, you could have showed me how to set this stuff up.
Don't feel bad.
I don't know.
It's just, I think they're also.
Help out, not be freaking out over my thing.
I don't think it's up to them to decide when people come in though. They ask.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They're just being friendly and they're excited about their stuff. And who doesn't want to talk about something that's new and exciting?
They're also we need our employees to work, but we got to show the people around.
Yeah.
So it's whatever. I'm excited for the school year. I think the school year is gonna be a lot more working.
I'm excited for the school year too, just because I don't know. I'm just looking forward to working on the game with you. Then, pretty much that's it. Nothing else. I looked at my schedule again because I forgot what classes have 3. I need to I want to ask my sister about this one business class. That seems pretty interesting.
That's why I'm not excited for the school year. It's my class has just been a lot of media. It's so easy.
What are you taking?
Well, I have 2 media classes.
Don't tell me it's just all the other crap.
It's all not even that. It's just my minor, and it's marketing, and that's That's gonna be a lot of just
Your marketing
homework.
minor? Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I love advertising. I was gonna be in advertising.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we talked about this. I thought
That's
a
like
little bit.
my second passion, but not as much as game dev. It's
It's like-
just I like advertising a lot.
I feel like that's a good like minor to have if you're like looking at independent stuff.
Yeah, it's
Because
like
you're learning how to like promote your personal brand. Everything that I know about like marketing has just been saying like the same views of people like
YouTube. Yeah.
promote yourself. It's like, okay.
It will be good to learn just like
And then there's
it's not even advertising. It's just like the actual business aspect. I think that's gonna be really useful.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
gonna be-
That's why I want to take this business class because
Yeah,
I've had one before, and I thought it was like super interesting. Like, okay, I got distracted. He put something in his eye, but no. What was I saying? Yeah, I took a business class. And that was super interesting. We got into like it a little bit, but we never got into like kind of making a business. I think this is what this one business class is, like how to create a business. I think that's relatively valuable information to have.
No, I that's why I did the minor because marketing is in the business school. I think business is probably the best minor anybody can do, and not even in media. Mostly media. I think business is like required.
Yeah, I think a like media major business minor is a good combination to have.
Because a lot of people want to do independent stuff, and you can't do independent stuff without any knowledge of like how to run a business, unless you just want to fail miserably, which I think you want to do.
Oh yeah, we'll fail horribly.
That's like your plan.
Should
Yeah, you can talk.
can I just say I was like making that completely up on the spot? Okay, I guess I should explain. I guess when one day I went to go talk to my professor about classes or something, and then Austin came along, and I'm Alex. Austin just came along.
I'm Austin.
Okay, I thought we did that already. Okay, Austin came along.
I'm Austin.
Shut up. And we got done like explaining my schedule or whatever, and we got into like a conversation about what I wanted to do, and it basically resulted in me failing hard, very, very hard, and just like being in the worst possible situation. And my logic for it was I wanted to fail simply because I had the experience of failing, because I only wanted to like get better from that. Like I wanted to learn from my failure. Like I think it's important to like go out and fail because then you can learn from it. That was like the whole thing. Like I would never want to create a business just to purposely drive it into the ground. That's horrible. I wouldn't do that. But like if it fails, I'd be like, okay, let's take a step back, let's analyze this and say, let's not do this again after like picking myself up or doing whatever. Like I would not want to like say, I'm gonna go fail and like just slam into a brick building.
That's what you made it sound like.
Yeah. Well, okay. I don't know.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I just want to learn from failure. That's it. Like
I think we'll
that's
fail
all
enough.
I'm saying.
Fail enough in the next 2 years.
Oh, I am. It's gonna be great.
I think failing. People use the word failing, and I don't think it should be used. I don't think it should be the word failing.
Yeah.
They say failing as like
I kind of have
crash and burn. I feel like I failed on some of my models.
Yeah.
It's not like it's a big thing.
Yeah, I kind of have gripes with that because like. Yeah, the word fail seems like a bit more. I guess it has more powerful. Like it's definitely more powerful, and they like people find failure. It's different from person to person. Like, I guess me like my like what I would consider my ultimate like fail state would be literally just not doing what I currently love doing, like not being able to make games or like express myself in an artistic medium of some sort. Like that would be like I'm ultimately going against. I'm doing what I hate, and I understand like you have to sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, you're not gonna like everything 100% of the time, and stuff like that. But like being in that constant state where I'm like just at a dead end job or of some sort, where I'm like I'm not doing anything what I like, and I like have to. That's kind of like what I consider failing for me.
Yeah, when I think of failing, I just think of small little failure. I mean, yeah, if you think of failure, when people say failure, I think of like I fail so hard at like a model that I quit forever, like you said. Like I stopped doing it. When like I think my most failure I could possibly get to right now in my own mind is like I don't know, me just looking at a project I did and it was like, that is not as good as I thought it was gonna be. That's a failure to me.
Oh, I can see from that, but like that's going back into what I was kind of saying. Like, it's like it's not as good as I could have been, so let's learn from it.
Yeah.
Like, Yeah.
That's why I guess I don't like use. I don't think I've failed in a way because they're not failures. If I have to use the word failure, that's what I would say. But
yeah,
when I think of the projects I don't like as much, it could be anything.
Is there a better word than failure? I'm disappointed in the project, not the project's a fail. Like I got the project done and it clearly didn't fail in being a project. I'm just disappointed in how it turned out.
I think a failure would be let's say you make an apple, like a model of an apple, and you look at it 2 weeks from then, and you're like, that sucks, and then you make a pear.
Because you don't take away anything from it.
Yeah, but I've never done that. Usually my things I've been consistently improving. That's what ever happened. That's what should happen.
I think that's a really good definition right there. Just not learning anything.
That's failure.
Yeah.
I don't know how we got on this topic, but
doomed to repeat, whatever.
That's pretty good.
The podcast is supposed to be like that,
good.
but yeah, doomed to repeat the same mistakes is failure. I like that. I think that's actually really good.
Yeah, I like that. So I think I would just say mistakes.
Not
mistakes.
No, I think it really is failure. Just repeating the same mistake over and over. You're not learning anything. You can have a mistake, and as long as you learn from it, then you're fine. But if you keep making that one same mistake, then you're clearly not learning. You're failing in a sense.
Yeah. Because me making that an apple and it's being bad, at the time I made it, I probably won't think it's bad. So it's not a failure. I think you're right. A failure is when you do it a second time and you realize that you never improve. It could be anything. It could be just failing in a friendship or something. You never me.
You had a friendship like you. What?
I'm terrible at friendship.
Oh. Oh, yeah, you have friends who, I'm not agreeing that you're terrible friendships or anything. But you have a friendship that just completely fizzles out on the wrong reasons. And then you take a week, and it's why did that turn out so horrible?
And then you don't improve it.
Yeah.
Don't go out of your way to improve that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you just have to get better, which is what you do to avoid failing.
It's what living is. You're constantly getting better at everything you do.
Hopefully.
This was Christian Talk Sunday morning.
Christian Talk Sunday. It's 1 p.m. It's not morning anymore. It's afternoon.
Oh, yeah, it is one. Ooh, I want that clock in my apartment. Mine broke this morning. I might steal that.
I feel sneeze really, really hard, but I can't.
Why can't you?
Because I feel on the tip of my nose.
Run out. Run outside and sneeze.
Oh.
Okay.
Why is it cushion talk?
Cushion?
Yeah, did you say cushion talk?
I said Christian.
Christian talk? What?
We're just talking about life and failing.
How is that Christian talk? What?
I feel like it was a sermon.
Oh.
We just need to mention a passage in the Bible.
Okay.
Matthew 1:1.
Matthew 1:1. Okay, God has spoken.
Is that the first word? It might be.
I don't know.
In the beginning there was sound.
What?
Okay. What else have you been
Are
up
we
to?
out of time? We've only recorded for 23 minutes, and I feel like we've already peaked in conversation.
No, that was a random conversation we decided to record. We can make this a mini podcast and just stop it.
No, let's just keep going.
Okay.
Well, I mean, we can always split, or I guess since you cut things out, splice things up.
Has anything happened in the past 2 weeks or when's the last time I recorded? A couple weeks ago.
We can talk about I guess you went on vacation. I sat around at home and worked on a game. Played Gary's Mod together.
Yeah, Gary's Mod's pretty fun.
Gary's Mod's crazy.
Minecraft sucks now.
Oh yeah, we also played Minecraft. Should we talk about that? Going from our gaming adventure because we decided to have a sleepover?
Yeah, you can start that.
Okay, so we decided to have a sleepover. I slept on this half sofa, half cushion thing, and didn't get a lot of sleep.
It was a huge ottoman.
Regardless, I didn't get a lot of sleep because it was kind of uncomfortable. But
you didn't tell me that.
It's just I was trying to be nice. I'm yeah, it was great. I'm oh God, my back hurts.
Why did you just go on the couch? You should have just stuffed in one of the beds.
Probably should have. Oh, well, whatever. But we got over there with the full intention of recording a podcast. We never recorded a podcast. Instead, we decided to play Minecraft and Gary's Mod because video games for some reason.
I set up a little makeshift desk behind my desk in my room.
Yeah, it was a weird setup, and I couldn't stretch my legs out because there's this bar. And I was uncomfortable, but whatever. So, we tried playing Minecraft.
Played that for 2 hours, I'd say.
Yeah.
We went on a we were
And
trying to
by
find a
play-
vanilla server.
And by play, yeah, first we tried to find a vanilla server, and we found one after like 30 minutes of searching.
Yeah.
And it was hard.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it was good. We like. It was just vanilla.
It was
and,
vanilla.
And everything was hard.
There's only one person in it though, which kind of sucked. And we were talking. It was actually pretty fun for a while. We were talking to him.
Yeah, you were convincing him that he was that you were Swedish.
I was a girl too. I
Okay.
was gonna slowly make him believe I was a girl, and you were gonna make him believe you were a bear.
That's what I never said anything. Because
Yeah.
we never found it.
Well, he gave us his coordinates for his base.
Yeah, I was gonna go say stuff to him like once we like find him and like interact.
And like, I don't know. It was fun for a while when he was talking to us.
Yeah, but then he left.
He left, and it was just like, okay.
Okay, well.
Let's go on a server to talk to people.
And then we decided, let's go on the most populated server possible, and holy fucking Christ. What is Minecraft nowadays? I don't understand.
Every server's like that. It's just, that was like 1,000 people on it. Hypixel or something? It was just... You can't see what anybody's typing. There's no, like... You can't actually, like, talk to anybody.
Yeah, chat's going by way too fast.
Bunch of mini-games, and survival isn't survival. It's locked doors, locked chests. You have to spawn, make teams.
Yeah, and we were kind of saying, the cool thing about Minecraft, like, just vanilla Minecraft, was there are no mods. You can do, like, whatever you want, which, like, in the server's defense, like, they've made all these mini-games and stuff, which is still fundamentally Minecraft at its core. It's the game where you can do whatever, and people have made do whatever. But, like, the cool thing about Minecraft was, like, if you don't want people to steal your stuff, you, like, case it in obsidian or something. And
you actually had to hide it, and, like, if you had a chest, you couldn't just say, like, locked, only this person can open it. No, you had to, like, hide it, and then you can use, like, the pistons to make, like, underground things, and you can make a base that's actually, like, fortified. And yeah, they could break through it, but if you use, like, obsidian and, like, stuff like that, I don't know. It's just...
Yeah, there was fun in having, like, the creativity of, like, how am I gonna, like, make sure people don't, like, steal my stuff. And, like, I don't know. I think vanilla Minecraft is still, like, the definitive version in my mind.
Oh, yeah, and it just, there's not many. We found one out of I don't know how many servers are online right now, but only one that actually did vanilla kind of. There's still a couple mods, but nothing that intruded on you.
Were there mods on that?
It was just, remember, like, the beginning, like, it was like a weird, like, lobby area, and you stepped on that thing, it warped you.
Oh,
not
yeah,
even a
that's
mod.
right.
It was just a way to introduce
Yeah,
you.
it's just like, here's server rules, and then once you're there, you just put to the LAN.
But there's, like, you could grief. I like the fact that you can grief. Like, you don't have to grief. It's just like, if someone wants to come in and just destroy something, they can. But that's the point for fortifying. Then you make sure they can't grief. Like,
yeah, and if like you know who it is, just go grief them back. Like, sure, they like steal your diamonds and make diamond armor, but just like pour lava in their house. Like, do it.
That's fun. That's the fun of the
like,
game.
you'll eventually just get tired of each other, or hopefully, or maybe like you'll start just like whole entire server war and stuff. Like,
or if the guy's being just like, if he's only griefing, then they can be like banned or something. Like,
yeah, if the guy is clearly just a butt.
I think fun griefing is like when you use it as like a tool of like attack. Like, you have your own base. Like, let's go over and pour lava and so we get in his base and like steal his stuff. Like, that's fun.
Yeah, I know they have like servers for that where it's just like Fortress Wars, you get a team, but like.
But then you have to like.
But like even still, like you have to join a team or whatever. Oh, there was this one.
Type in /F declare war, then everyone set up for war.
Yeah, there was this one
something like that.
Minecraft server that I was on, which you could be on factions, but I decided to be a nomad and just like give people stuff.
That would be fun if you could see the chat going by. You just can't. It's all ads. It's like go to the website to buy coins.
Yeah, they have like ads and stuff. Oh, jeez, I don't.
And just like stupid. Like I just want to talk. The vanilla server. We were talking to that guy because he was like.
You just want to talk to people on there
because you could see everything, every single word.
That's why we wanted to like go on to Minecraft in the first place to see who was playing, even though we kind of both knew it was just like 12-year-olds.
Yeah,
the only other thing that I really remember was we went to the Harry Potter RP world.
We went to a couple of those.
And like people were just like being Harry Potter characters.
We were just messing with them, but no one was listening to us though.
I was just trying to like break into the castle.
Like that would have been fun if people like actually read the chat, but you couldn't read it. Like it was just so many things going on. It was like okay,
this is crazy.
It's just annoying.
Yeah, Minecraft's dumb.
I wish I'm waiting for the next game that does what Minecraft. I mean, honestly, Pokemon Go right now is doing what not like it's as popular as like Minecraft was back then.
Well, Pokemon Go, it's like causing hysteria.
It's
like
crazy how big it is.
Do you want to talk about Pokemon Go? You said you got addicted to it.
Yeah. So when it first came out, I downloaded it like 2 days after it came out in the U.S. and didn't play it. I opened it up and I picked Charmander as my starter, and I didn't really do anything. I didn't have any urge to like go out and like chase around Pokemon like everyone else was doing. I was like, I didn't feel like what's the point? It's just I wanted to see how it was. I had it on my phone. Maybe I'll play it like next week or something. Next time I walk, and a couple times going to work, when I walked back and forth, I would turn it on. And the servers are pretty bad. They're really bad.
Yeah, I've heard there's a lot of like technical problems and stuff.
So like I wouldn't. It would fail one time. I would just put it away. So I never actually did anything. But then going to Florida, I drove to the airport, and then just in the airport, I was kind of playing in the airport because there's a couple Pokestops in there, and like it was getting a little more fun. I didn't really get any Pokemon though. But then getting to Florida, I learned my girlfriend and like her family, like her cousins.
Were they like all playing too?
They were like they downloaded it, and like it was just it's so much. I never realized how fun it could be with people.
Yeah,
and
that was definitely one of the like major like fun I've like looked up and read about. Like that's what people seem to like about the social aspect.
And it's like it's a game that literally anybody can play.
Yeah,
people that don't really play games like people's parents have played it. Like
the craziest thing like. There's something I like to call in my own mind called like the mom test, and if my mom knows about it, I know it's like huge. And she was like asking me about it. I'm like, wait, you know about Pokemon Go? Holy crap!
It's huge.
Yeah.
And I even think like my mom and my dad would actually they might have already downloaded it. I have no idea.
Do you think they're playing
it? They've never played a game in their life. My dad used to play the old Mario when he first bought it for my brother, but like my mom has never played a game in her life.
I feel like my mom would like it.
I feel like my mom would like it. Like it's just very simplified, but you can have really fun. I don't know.
It's basically just collectibles, and all you gotta do is just tap a Pokeball, and that's it. You can like walk around.
You can play as just like a catch-em-all kind of person, or you can battle the gyms. There's like different ways you can play. I kind of do both. I mostly just like walking around and going to the Pokestops and getting Pokemon. But then if I find a gym, I'm like, like I was downstairs. I was like,
oh, that was a gym downstairs.
Yeah, I'll bat. It's here. This building's a gym. And I was like, I'll battle it. Like, why not? And it's just in Florida. It became like almost like it was a daily thing we did. We went out and went for a run to this place that's like...
That's honestly why I kind of really love Pokemon Go. It's like, you're a trainer now. There's legit Pokemon that you can go find.
It's awesome. Like, honestly.
I honestly, like, for me, I don't have a smartphone or anything, so I can't play it. I've been kind of considering it to be a waste of time. Just because, like, it would distract me from just, like... I would go, like, I'm imagining that I would use it for when I go to ride my bike or something.
Yeah.
Like, I go down the bike path, maybe, like, stop, look around or whatever. But then I would consider that to be, like, subtracting from me riding my bike to, like, stop and play Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
But, like, at the same time, if I were to try it, I would probably love it a lot. But I don't know. I shouldn't even be able to judge.
I love it a lot because I don't think it does take away any time from, like, my normal... I do it when I have time to spare. Like, I guarantee this week I'll probably, like, get bored of just, like, watching YouTube or, like, working on stuff. And I'll be like, I'm just going to go walk around and, like... That I never did that before. I used to walk around, but it wasn't for long. But now I can really clear my head because you don't need to play the whole time. When I walk, it's battery saver mode, and you just tilt your phone like this, and it turns off the screen.
Yeah.
So it, like, doesn't waste any battery. And you hatch eggs, which hatch into Pokemon.
And with steps, right?
By walking.
Yeah,
and I can just leave it there and just, like, walk around. I know I'm doing something with the game. And, like, if I hear a buzz, I can pull it up and be like, oh, it's a Pidgey. I'll collect the Pidgey. Why not?
Yeah.
And then just, like, I'll come across a gym, and I'll just, like, sit in the ground. And, like, for 20 minutes, I'll just battle it and, like, leave. And it's just, like, a full hour of just, like, relaxing. People have played just constantly looking at their phone, like, tracking them. I just walk until I find it, or like go to a Pokestop.
So it like buzzes when there's a Pokemon nearby?
Yeah.
Oh.
And you can turn
like,
it. Yeah.
People are just walking around, just like constantly searching, even though.
Yeah. So basically, you see like nearby Pokemon on this like radar.
Oh. Okay. Yeah.
Which is kind of bugged right now, honestly. So that's why I don't use it. I don't think anyone's using it, but it tells you how many steps away they are.
Gotcha. So it's like head off in that direction.
Yeah, and you can like tilt your phone, and like it'll tell you like that's the right direction you can walk. I do that sometimes if I see like a really rare one.
I really want there to be, like what's rare? Like
They have a chart online that's just there's 5 Pokemon: Ditto, Mewtwo, and the 3 gym birds that are all legendary that aren't even in the game. I don't think nobody has found them.
Articunos.
Yeah.
Moltres.
But then there's like pretty rare, like Dragonite's really rare. Like there's certain rare ones. I don't have too many rare things. I think Executor is a little rare.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm not sure though. I'm almost level 16. I started at vacation level 5 though. It became like it's. People think it's a fad. I don't think it's a fad. I listened to a podcast yesterday.
Like, honestly, I think it's gonna keep going as long as
for sure.
They release like the next gen of Pokemon. Like there's more content, and plus they're probably gonna add like other things.
Oh, the stuff they've announced is definitely like.
It's gonna go.
I listened to a podcast yesterday. They're all playing it. Like it's really fun, but it's not gonna last another month. And I'm like, I don't know. It's turning into like a social media thing of its own. Like a Twitter, like
I don't know. I could see it like lasting a couple months, but like if there's definitely going to be dry spells, I feel so that's where it's going to probably like dip in.
Yeah.
Like, but like they release all these other Pokemon, people are going to be like, I gotta go find I don't know, Ampharos.
Well, if it stayed this,
gotta get my Flaffy.
If it stayed like this, yes, it wouldn't last. It would last a month and start dying. I don't think it's gonna die though, because first of all, I haven't even seen like 3/4 of Pokemon in the game. Like seen them actually on my phone.
Yeah.
There's so many you actually have to go to places to find them, and just like leveling up is fun. And first, I mean, I just collecting Pokemon and just seeing them like the higher levels you get, and just like having your like set 6 of Pokemon, like the top 6 you have to like battle gyms with.
Mm-hmm.
That's like really, or I think 9. Like, that's really fun, and like you said, when new content's coming out, I don't think it's especially with there's so many generations of Pokemon. If they add all of them, like that's gonna be so fun.
Is like it's gonna be Pokemon bug fixes.
Well, they're adding trading in.
Oh yeah, trading. There's also probably do they have like breeding and stuff too?
I think they're gonna do battling each other.
Battling. There's just gonna be double battle, triple battle, rotation battle, sky battles, land battles.
Just like you come across someone on the road, you come across someone on the road, and you're like, "Hey, I'll trade you." Like you bet something, maybe even like that. Like that'll be fun.
Yeah.
I'll give you 5 Pokeballs.
Not even list Pokemon, just like trading items and
then
stuff.
you just battle like once, and you just like see what happens. And the battling is very different than the game, but I get why people are complaining about the battling. I don't know if you've seen it. It's just tap the screen.
Oh yeah,
swipe
you
to
can
dodge,
like switch to like
and then hold down and do like power attack. I like it because it keeps you on the move. It's not like a.
I've honestly heard the strategy is to keep mashing.
Yeah, it's something like hard. All you're doing is picking Pokemon that you know are counter the people you're facing. Mm-hmm. It's glorified. Even more glorified than the actual game, rock, paper, scissors. Like, there's a fire Pokemon, then you battle with one. Like, and it's no longer turn-based. I think it's just, it stresses the fact that it's quick. It's a quick game. You don't want to sit there battling a gym for hours.
Yeah, well, it's in the title. It's Pokemon Go. You want to be on the go. You don't want to be there for 15 minutes.
Like, I wasn't battling that gym. It was Valor. It was the same team I am. And you can train them. You can train the Pokemon that are in there already.
Oh,
and once
so
you
that's
train them,
what you're doing.
Yeah,
and
once you train it to a past level, you can put your own in. So it's level 3. Mm-hmm. And I was gonna make it level 4, and I could put my own Pokemon in there. And I collect rewards when I like leave.
Oh, okay.
And it stays there for like more than like a day or whatever. And I don't know that I was doing it quick. I was only doing it for like 3 minutes.
Join a team?
Yeah, no, you don't have to battle gyms if you don't want to.
Because I don't want to join a team. I just want to battle everybody.
You can't. Yeah, you can't. To
battle,
you need to join a team.
I won't battle everybody.
You can just not click on a gym ever, though.
Yeah.
I didn't pick a team till it was like level 8, but you get that privilege at level 5.
Yeah. I don't know. I just want to like. I don't care what you want. I just want to battle people. That's all I would do. I would just want to be the one guy who just like, oh, there's a faction here. Reduce it so there's no longer a faction.
You can do that. So basically, when you battle, let's say it's like level 3. Mm-hmm. Level 3 means there's 3 Pokemon there. Level 4 means 4 Pokemon. And you basically have to battle all of them through. So there's 4, all of them through. And then they go down to level 3.
Yeah.
And then it's three Pokemon left. Mm-hmm. All 3 of them. Then there's 2 of them. You have to battle like multiple times, like fully through. So it takes a while to bring it down.
To, like, make it your own.
But when it goes 0, it's 0. It's not Team Valor anymore. It's nothing.
But like that would be a problem because if I run into a Valor gym and I'm on Team Valor, then I can't do anything.
Yeah, that's true. But you can go to other gyms and just bring them down to 0. And
I just bring stuff
and just leave.
Yeah. See, that's what I would want to do. It's just like it's no one's territory.
I've came across a couple of gyms with just nothing there, and I'm like, okay, I'll put mine in.
Yeah.
It's a fun, man. The social aspect, like.
Jeez.
Like, okay, so in
I
Florida...
raise a team of all Geodudes and teach them explosion.
I was going to do, like, something, just all Pidgeys. And
What I want to do... Yeah, you see, I want them to add more Pokemon, because I want to get my dream team together, and just get crazy shit to happen.
I hope... People are... I don't know.
But then again, it's just tapping. It's not, like, turn-based, so...
But it's still fun, because you can counter, like, that's a big part of it, is, like, countering. And there is... I think they're going to improve the battling a little bit and actually make dodging useful.
Yeah.
Right now, you shouldn't dodge.
I thought it was, like, really laggy, so just, like, mashing was kind of the best.
It's the best. I think they're going to improve just the battling. Maybe add, like, another kind of, like a block or something.
They have problems. They just need to get rid of those problems and just add more content.
It's going to be...
It's going to be here for a while, I think.
So. I mean, I can't wait for
the new... And if I get a smartphone, I'll definitely, like, download it, because I don't want to, like... I feel negative towards it, just, like, my own personal preferences. Like, I think it's still kind of a waste of time, but, like, I definitely see the appeal in it. I would want to try that, so my opinions can completely change.
Because it's almost just like, it's like an enhancer of, like, your... Because some people play it as a... I don't even play it as a video game. I play it as just, like...
Some people, it's like, just meeting people, social aspects, just doing something different.
And it's just, like...
outside.
Okay, so, like, basically, how my days went in Florida with my girlfriend's family was just, like, every morning... We go to this place called John's Pass.
Yeah. It's
just this little, like, beachy Florida, like, shopping center. All the stores are just, like, local stores, like, beach clothes. And it's just fun to walk around in. It's just, like, it's a pier, and you can look on the boat. You rent jet skis there. And there's tons of Pokestops in the area. So we went for a run every morning. Mm-hmm. Ran there. Or she did, mostly. Sometimes I just walked. And be there for, like, an hour. We put down a lure. People both put down a lure on one Pokestop and there for like an hour, just chilling, talking, and just having our phones just on like upside down so it's battery saving.
Yeah.
And just kind of like talking about life, like we would normally do that. Like we were doing that before we even started playing Pokemon. Just sit down and talk, go for a run, sit down and talk. But now we just wait and then like, oh, Pokemon, catch it, put it back.
Go back. Yeah.
And we were like, I just got like look at this. Like
this is kind of an addition.
Yeah, and it's just like addition to what you normally do. And then we go back, and then every single night at like 10, we would stay out for 2 hours because it's one stop on the boardwalk. There's 3 Pokestops right in a row. If you sit in the middle of them, you can collect all 3 of them every like 5 minutes, and there'd be 30 people there every night, sitting around like in like a big group.
That's the other thing. Like just if you use the people, just mass conglomerates of people being together.
Yeah,
and like you already have common ground. It's Pokemon. So it's like. Go talk to these people.
And everyone would just place lures there for the next 2 or 3 hours. We would stay there for like sometimes.
What do lures do? Just like
they attract Pokemon in the area. So if you have 3 of them around, there's like tons of them come in.
Yeah.
And then you have all the Pokestops, so you can keep on replenishing on Pokeballs and stuff like that. And you just sit there, and people would yell out like, "Oh my God, a Pikachu!" And everybody would like run over there because it's closer to there. And it was just
first person gets it or.
No, anybody can get it.
Oh, okay.
But if one person sees it, everybody can see it. Like the Pokemon are literally there in like GPS space, like in the map space.
Oh, I get you.
Yeah,
maybe the person who's like first person gets it, everyone else is screwed.
That would cause anarchy.
That
would cause anarchy.
Oh yeah, people would literally punch and kill other people for that.
Like I'm glad they decided against that. But it became a thing that I looked forward to, like just going out. I normally walk on the beach, but it was kind of boring because it's like, okay, I did this last night. It's something new to see. But now there's new Pokemon to see, if that makes sense. Like, it sounds kind of weird, but it's fun. It's good. Like, I really enjoy it.
No, I totally get that. Like, I've been doing this, but now it's like, I can do the same thing, but like, I wonder what's here. It's new every time.
And then, like, every time we went to this like other beach, about like 30 minutes away, and they had all new Pokemon there, because they're centered around certain locations. Things like that, because we were playing there for like a solid 5 days.
Like, if you're by a watery area, you're getting
water Pokemon.
Oh, dude.
Oh, yeah. And just certain...
Okay, I should play this.
And certain areas just have different like, rare Pokemon. Like, the area we were in, it was mostly Pidgeys and Magikarp. Pretty much all there was. Went to this other beach, and there was, like, a Pikachu nearby, and there was a Meowth, like, tons of Meowths, and a Geodude. And I was like, I've never seen this before in my life.
If I go out to the middle of the ocean, will I just find, like...
Probably only Magikarp.
A Poliwag?
A bunch of Poliwags, too, over there. Besides Psyducks, a bunch of Psyducks. Dratini. Dratini's my favorite one.
Oh, dude,
whenever you walk along the water, you find the most Dratinis. It's cool. Like, it's awesome.
That's actually really cool.
I've heard...
dude, you know what? When they add Gen 3, just because I want freaking Trapinch, you have to go out to the middle of the desert, and, like, because Trapinch is like this bug thing that just lives in the desert. So only again, you have to go out in the middle of nowhere with like probably no GPS location.
I'm excited for what they can do with that. Like, I know, like, first gen is only, like, a couple of types, right? Is it just water, fire, plant, bug?
Poison, rock, ground, electric.
But, like,
Gen 2 gave you steel.
And then there's, like, ghost eventually.
Well, ghost is Gen 1 too.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, like, the only two types that they had from Gen 1 was fairy and steel.
Okay.
Yeah, like, Gen 1 had pretty much everything. But they had steel, Gen...
Who's ghost in the...
Gengar, Ghastly, Haunter.
Oh, Ghastly, okay.
Are they more ghosties? Are they just that? I don't know.
But I would love to see, like, only they spawn at night. Because it tracks night in the game.
You have to go into a clearly run-down, abandoned drug den to catch a Haunter. And, like, there's just a heroin addict on the side. And it's like, you want some? No, man, I gotta get this Ghastly. Hold on.
I have a Ghastly. It's really low level, though.
Where'd you get a Ghastly from?
On the road. I pull out when I'm driving, and they just fly past Pokemon.
Captured the soul of a dead man. He got hit by a bus 20 years ago.
Probably.
And returned as a Ghastly in Pokemon Go. Good job.
That's fun, though. But, like, now I'm excited to, like, just, like, walk around. Especially when, like, I don't know, just in the school starts. I can't wait to see everybody playing. It's going to be so fun.
Probably aren't playing now. Oh, then when they get back here.
I mean, like,
oh,
everyone here.
Oh, no. I didn't even think about the repercussions of that.
I'm excited for them. I haven't even seen, like, 3/4 of the Pokemon in the game, but, like, I'm excited for the more to be added, though. Because that hasn't really happened, like, different gens battling each other. I don't think has that happened.
Like, you go from Gen 1, Gen 2, Gen 3, whatever. Wait, what do you mean? Like, just different generations of Pokemon? Like, I can kind of see what you mean going from game to game. It's like you just said one generation.
No, I mean,
or
like I said, I can't wait for the next gens to be added.
Oh.
I don't think they're going to switch them out. I think they're just going to add
Oh,
on.
yeah, I don't think... I really hope they won't switch them out.
I think it's going to be cool because, like, you can have different generations together. Like, they're always separate because they're separate games. Like Pikachu with Gen 2.
Yeah,
Pokemon
well, going from generation, they bring in ones from previous generations.
Do they?
Yeah.
I've never been a huge fan of Pokemon. Like,
yeah,
I've played a couple of games, but not all of them.
Yeah, some do, some just make it all, like, just that generation, then in the after game you get everything else.
I played Black and White, and that was, like, all new, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, was it?
I played Black.
Probably.
I don't remember seeing any ones from, like, Gen 1.
Yeah, I think that was probably why. But, like, Gen 4, they, like, had... You can go find a Pidgey, like, Route 1. It's like, okay.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. I think it was only Gen 5, Black and White that they did that. Just because... But
this next game...
What they're probably going to do for Pokemon Go is, like, they had Gen 2, it's just going to, like, swap out the rates. So instead of, like, a Pikachu, you were going to find, like, a Flaffy.
Yeah, just kind of... It'd be fun to just...
Like, they're still there. Like, you can clearly find the Pikachu and the Flaffy, but, like, different encounter, like, chances.
Just placing them in different spots. I think it's going to be so fun.
That'd be cool if, like, everything is there. It's just, you have to be in, like, a specific part of the world just to get just, like, one guy.
It's going to get better and better.
That'd be crazy, though.
I mean, right now, there's 5 Pokemon, or 7, or I don't know if Antarctica counts, but there's like, Mr. Mime, I think, can only be found in Europe.
Wait,
you can't find it here, yeah.
Oh, so they're doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
You said no one found Articuno yet.
They list them online.
Did you say no one found Articuno yet?
No.
He's in Antarctica.
Maybe.
I guarantee you.
I think it's just like Europe, North America, South America, Asia.
Well, Articuno's in Antarctica.
In Asia, yeah.
Moltres is in the center Earth, so good luck getting there. Zapdos is going to be hard. He's in the power plant, except... No, wait, he's... Oh, jeez, what's it? No.
I don't know if it's real, but I'm pretty sure I saw Machamp spawns by gyms, like actual like lifting gyms.
Wait, that's amazing.
I don't know if that's true. I saw that though.
I want that to be true.
I hope that's true.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like, we're discussing like what's true and what's not. Like, people aren't sure, so like all these rumors are spreading. Cool. It's literally going back to the days of Generation 1 Pokemon, where like holding A and hitting left and right as the Pokeball like jiggles back and forth, and like guarantees you to have a higher capture rate. Like, this is happening again. Like, Pokemon mass hysteria.
It's cool. Like,
no, it's cool.
One thing when you get an Eevee, you can. There's like someone found this like Easter egg like thing, but no one knows if it's perfectly right or true. Like,
Yeah.
Sometimes it doesn't
Like,
work or
someone
not.
could just be,
You can
like, starting
actually
a rumor.
you can actually name Eevee the name of the trainer in the show for what Eevee you get, what evolution of it you get.
Wait, what?
Like, you know, Eevee evolves into Flareon,
Yeah.
Vaporeon. In the show, all three of the evolved Eevees had a trainer,
Mm-hmm.
and they all have their names. I forgot the names. If you name the Eevee their trainer name,
They'll become that.
they'll become that. If it doesn't work, like, you have to like do a certain things to make sure it works, and like that's cool. Like,
Yeah.
small little things people are discovering like that. I don't know.
Oh, dude, this, like... I feel like Pokemon is probably one of the only things that could do that, because all the goal of Pokemon is just to collect, but just because it kept building over the years, it's gotten so huge. Like, there's vast amounts of, like, world building and lore or whatever, and, like, people can just throw in whatever. And it's slowly spilling into our world now.
It's interesting. I think it's one of the first.
They're probably going to do more augmented stuff now that I think about
That's what I'm
it.
saying. It's one of the first immersive games that I think has worked. There's always been this little gimmicky VR stuff, and like AR is coming out,
Like,
HoloLens. But I tried the HoloLens last
Oh,
week.
did you? How
Not,
was it? No.
Don't like it.
Oh. Oh.
I think it's.
To be honest, like, Pokemon, it's literally just like, you just go, walk in the grass. Now it's just like, just go walk in the path and you find something. It's literally kind of a one-to-one of taking the game's mechanics and then bring them into the world.
It's the perfect. Yeah, it's.
It's just, it's a good game that can be transferred over.
I think this is the game that has done what Minecraft did, like popularity wise.
You think so?
Yeah, like I was waiting for that to happen eventually. Just like how Minecraft just blew up so crazy. Like it's blowing. Pokemon is still blowing up. Like, and they're just gonna keep on adding stuff that's gonna make it better and better. It's turning into something like that, and it's just exciting.
Yeah.
Because it's nothing like when I say like the next Minecraft, I don't mean like the next survival game. Just the next game
like
that does
next
that.
Huge fucking thing that like the next game my mom knows about.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's fun.
I honestly think that should be like a legit measurement. Just like if my mom knows about, I know it's huge.
0 to 1.
Yeah.
0, she doesn't know.
Yeah, 1 is like, oh my god.
That's how you review games. Give everything a 0 until your mom knows about it. Then you give it a 1.
Yeah. That would be the best. Like, oh, should be your website. Like, you give it a full, like, you've played the game yourself, but then, like, the deciding factor is, does my mom know about it? No. 0. It's like, it could be the best thing ever. Just 0. Mom doesn't know about it. No one cares.
Your mom only hears about, like, just the popular games.
It's like, Pokemon Go literally lists, like, all these good stuff, and it's just, like, bugs, bugs, bugs. It's like, is it a good game? My mom knows about it. 1.
100%.
Yeah.
There's only 4 games that have a 1. GTA, Call of Duty, Pokemon Go, and Minecraft.
Minecraft, Pokemon, Mario.
Oh yeah, Mario.
Doesn't matter what Mario game, it's Mario.
It's Mario the word.
And probably Call of Duty. I think those 4.
No, not GTA.
No, not GTA. I don't think, no.
My mom knows about GTA. I think what else?
You know what? Halo?
Maybe. I don't think my
Like,
mom
I
would
feel
know
like-
about that.
I think my mom might. Like, GTA, no. Maybe lower.
Hey, GTA is in the news a lot when a new game comes out. I know when San Andreas 4 and 5 came out.
San Andreas is the one with, like, that was the hot coffee mod?
Yeah.
That
was the biggest news
that was,
story.
Yeah.
But so when new ones come out, they're like, should you let your kids play GTA? And
Yeah, do it.
They always bring up the thing of beating up prostitutes. Like, I don't think I've ever actually beat up a prostitute in a GTA game before.
Oh my god.
Like, maybe on accident. Like,
It's being a good businessman. You get goods, you pay them, then you hit them, and you get your goods back.
You pay them.
Yeah.
Pay them.
Yeah, he's still swinging his fists. I don't know. Yeah. Pokemon Go. Don't
Fun
do
game.
it. Not even once.
Play it 0 times. Play it once.
No.
Play it once and you're hooked, for real though.
I should play it and get
Play with a friend and you'll love it.
Yeah, I feel like playing with a friend makes
Because now I'm going to play it by myself. I'm not with anybody anymore, but I'm going to play it by myself for sure because I love it now.
Mm-hmm. Playing with a friend definitely makes all the difference.
Yeah, I'm definitely starting because like you're learning stuff with them,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a lot more fun. Like when I first started playing, the servers I didn't log in. I thought it was just my phone. Then after playing with a bunch of people, I learned like, oh no, everyone's coming across that issue.
Yeah.
So it's not just me.
Maybe I want to say it's like a good thing that maybe I'm not playing it now just because I probably get frustrated with like constant server crashes.
It's one of those things that's like
But like, if I were to
you
definitely,
should
like,
play it now because everybody's gonna be so much higher than you. But also, like, you don't need to battle gyms. You can just collect.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I'll wait for Gen 2. Because, wait, what are I on Gen 2? Is there my dream team from Gen 2? There should be. I don't remember my dream team. I had like 3. That's it. Yeah.
I don't know how they're gonna balance out. I feel like they should just, like,
Well, when you capture a
reset
Pokemon,
the XP every single time new gens come out.
when you capture a Pokemon, like, you give them like a low level, right? And you just train them up.
Well, the higher the level you are, the higher the level the Pokemon you catch
Also, they scale
are.
with you. Okay.
But not all the time. You still catch level 10s.
Oh.
It's just now that cap is higher.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's just the thing is, like, I'm a level 16, and I can battle some gyms, but some of them have, like, levels 2000s in there, and I'm like, I can't beat that.
You can get past 100?
It's called combat points, CP.
Oh.
It goes to some of them, they're all different. Like Dragonite can go to like 3,000, and then like Snorlax can go to like 2,500. They all have their own like levels.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm still playing like regular Pokemon logic for this.
I don't.
Okay. I need to play this. I have to as like a game designer and a fan of Pokemon. I have to.
Do you have like a tablet or anything?
No.
Someone got it on their PC and they walk around with their laptop.
Can you do that?
Yeah.
Oh my god, someone streamed Pokemon Go.
Yeah, with YouTube Gaming, you could stream your phone
He was
camera.
doing it through Twitch, and everyone was like, this is gonna cost you so much fucking money. And like, it was absolutely horrendous. Like, you couldn't hear him, it was windy as shit. Like, the game lags, it's terrible. But he's just like, capture Pokemon! Yeah, Pokemon Go, I need to play.
What other games are coming? Anything else we can talk about?
Let's keep talking about Pokemon Go.
Oh.
No, I know. We exhausted the issue of Pokemon Go.
I've played it so much I kind of want to like stop for like a week. I'm still gonna play it.
Oh yeah, like you don't want to overdo it.
I don't want to hate it. What else has happened? Anything else happened the past 2 weeks in like gaming? Do you know? I know No Man's Sky is coming out. I'm interested to see that.
Yeah.
What that does.
What system is that for? I assume PlayStation or
PC and
Xbox.
PS4.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Yeah, I know people are like hella excited for that.
I'm excited just to see how if it's like lame or like really amazing.
Because the one problem was like you have all this stuff but nothing to do. Because like you can come across other people, right?
Yeah.
Like it's all technically one world.
Dude, it's online.
Yeah. Okay.
But, like
it's online. It's huge.
They said like you're probably never gonna see somebody ever. Which is really cool to me.
Mm-hmm.
As much as like
my biggest fear for that game is literally like your goal is to go from planet to planet and kind of like discover stuff. Then you do that again and again and again. It becomes mundane. Yeah. I thought they have like quests and stuff to kind of break that up.
Yeah, it seems pretty. They have like a series of trailers coming out right now. I've only seen 2 of them. It's like Fight, Trade, Explore, and something else.
Mm-hmm.
But Gather or something like that.
It's just like all the basic concepts of
and like you can do a lot, and I know there's gonna be a ton that just nobody knows about yet. Like there's a lot of stuff they're hiding of things you can do in the game.
Yeah.
Because the main goal is to get to the center of the universe. That's the thing that you can do is to get to the center.
Spore 2.
I guess in a way.
Except like you find out you're the alien all along.
Yeah, basically there's something in the center of the universe, and you get to it by just upgrading your ship because you couldn't just start at the beginning and fly there.
Yeah.
You have to get like a really good ship and resources, and it's all about just. It's like Minecraft in a way that you're just building your. It takes a long time.
You know what?
Just
my first instinct would be immediately to go out as far as I can. Like, here's the center. I want to see what's all the way on the outside of the universe.
That's why it's going to be so cool, because you can do anything.
Yeah, I feel like if everyone's going towards the center, then you're definitely probably going to see someone. You like have to. Like, I know it's huge, but like, if that's kind of everyone's goal.
Well,
like,
if you get there, I'm sure you'll
it's
see.
Gonna rock,
yeah, when you're there, I think you'll see someone for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But like, there's things like you can just portals that you can tell. Like you can portal to like a planet a little closer.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just every time I see a trailer, there's more and more stuff. Like people are worried about like the how generated like how the planets are gonna look. Like, are they gonna be so similar?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. They look pretty different. Like, they're all randomly generated, and there's some pretty interesting stuff that happens. Like, I haven't really seen any that are too close to each other.
Like, okay, so it's not like you have the same tree on different planets. Like,
because every single thing on the planet is generated. So they have like a whole algorithm that generates animals.
Yeah.
And there's like presets, but they're also really varied. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. It's,
like you have the same algorithm, but there's so many different parts animals can have, and all the variations of all those parts.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm excited for this. I want to play it, but like I need better PCs.
It's just expensive. I want to play it just like I want to. It's one of those things that like I'm not even that excited for the actual playing it.
Yeah,
I just want to experience it.
Yeah, definitely. That's kind of how I am. I've heard about. I like haven't been following it at all. I know people are like kind of going crazy for it.
Because there's a lot of stuff you can do. You can obviously explore. You can just go around and just look at planets. You can fight. It's a pretty cool fighting mechanic. Like people have been really pumped for just like the space battling. Because you can like when you're flying, you can actually destroy asteroids in front of you to fly through them and stuff. Like little cool things like that. And the Gathering. There's something that the last trailer was actually pretty cool. It just showed you ores and like things on the planets. Every planet has like its own table of like elements. Like
it's different from planet to planet.
Yeah, they all have like new elements and like
dude.
It's just like really cool things like that. And then obviously just like there's NPCs in the world that are trading and you can battle them and I don't know.
And you get resources up.
It's just like Star Wars. Like you're in Star Wars, and I think that's pretty cool. Or like Star Trek, like kind of exploring different alien.
I'm curious. Planets. Can you blow up planets?
I
feel like
I don't think anyone knows that kind of stuff. That's things that people are gonna
I feel
discover.
I don't know. I feel like that it goes against the point of the game, but having it's kind of necessary. Oh my gosh! Imagine that. Like, I assume this thing is going to be like, once it's there, anything can happen in a sense.
Pretty much.
But like, imagine like people just get together and like we're going to destroy every planet in this like a quadrant of the universe. Like it's just empty space. That's crazy. Just to think about that, like it's terrible because everything is now gone, but like emptiness.
I'm excited for the possibility. Basically they wanted to give the feeling in the game of true like being alone, and like the only reason they put online in there is just so you know you could possibly find someone.
Yeah, I think that's cool.
It's probably not gonna happen, but there's a possibility, and if that happens, it's
game, like they hear about like people are there. People are definitely gonna be there, but like you're not gonna run into them. It's like, how big is this game? Like, it's huge, right?
The trillions of planets.
Yeah. Oh my god.
It's not infinite, but it's almost
it's not infinite, but it's hella big.
And it's just like, or is it infinite? I don't even know. I don't really know. Maybe thinking the farther you go, it might be infinite. I don't know. That's a cool like thought. Like you could possibly find another actual player, and then there's nothing. They say in the game, nothing tells you it's another player. There's no name above their head or anything.
Oh, so it could just be an NPC.
But you can tell because of they have the same kind of ships and stuff. But imagine like you go on a planet and you're just like walking and you see like a ship laying. It's like a movie.
Yeah.
It happens in movies all the time. Like someone's on a planet and they see like a ship in the distance. Imagine you're walking and you're like, what? Like what do you do? Like
I would literally just try to get on top of the ship and just start circling around. Because that's the one way I can always tell if it's like a person or not. Like,
or would you play an NPC?
You'll have it like sometimes. Oh, you pretend to be NPC, just like patrol, like inspect, look, and then like when they come up to you and like go to talk to you, just turn around and shoot. No.
Like no one knows if you can kill each other. No one knows if you can destroy their ship. Like no one knows any of that stuff. That's the fun part of just exploring and like learning the game.
That's cool.
It's I don't know. I want to.
See,
it's expensive though.
I like the fact that they're like the game.
It's $60. It's just that's the full price.
Okay, I get you.
I just don't buy $60 games anymore. I wait till they're down in price. But I kind of want to buy this one.
Yeah. Like you get the ones on launch. You want it to be like huge because you want to get in there with the experience. Yeah.
This is definitely a game you want to get.
I definitely think like going back, kind of what we were saying about Pokemon Go and things, where like everyone's in the dark. I definitely like with the age of the internet, like no one's in the dark anymore, but having that adds to like a game so much, or just like anything.
Yeah, like I'd rather when the game releases at 12 a.m. on Tuesday, that's August 5th. That's in 2 weeks. Like that's so close.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it's
the
same day as the opening ceremony, the Olympics. That's another reason I love the Olympics. I don't think you know that about me. That's like one of my favorite things ever.
Really?
I just love the culture parts of it, like just the fact that I can watch like ping pong and like USA sucks, but I can just watch and root for another country. Yeah. I love it. I watch like every single stream as pot.
Ping pong's in the Olympics.
Yeah, table tennis.
Oh, you can tell that I don't watch the Olympics ever.
Oh, it's like one of my favorite things. I don't know why. I don't watch too many other sports like I used to, but this one I always just.
I feel with the Olympics, it's just like it's literally the best of the best competing against other best.
The countries, like countries versus. It's all like it's not bad versus countries. It's like peaceful.
Yeah, like.
Competition.
Like literally going back to like olden times of war, like they stopped war just to have the Olympics. Like. That's cool.
It's so fun, and that's me. Like, imagine because I usually just stream it from my laptop while I'm doing other stuff. Mm-hmm. I can just stream it from my laptop and play No Man's Sky like a couple hours.
Oh,
like that's I think I'm gonna buy it. It's one of those games I want to experience the first day. Mm-hmm. I just got to, because I don't want to. I'd rather do that than it come out at 12 a.m. and then the next day I just watch a bunch of like YouTube videos about it. Like, it won't be the same.
Oh yeah.
I think I'm gonna regret it. I'm gonna regret not getting it. Or it's going to suck.
Yeah, I feel like what's going to happen is I'm clearly not going to get it, but I'm going to like be 80 years old and just like, let's go check out
No Man's Sky.
Oh, No Man's Sky. I was going to say Old Man's Sky, but whatever. No Man's Sky. I'm like, no one's probably playing this. We're just going to enjoy it. I feel like that's what's going to happen. Like
all the planets are going to be named Dick. Because you can name the planets that you...
Oh, yeah, I know. Like, oh, jeez, it's just going to be like cock planet after cock planet after cock planet.
Cock.
I'll eventually come to, like, you go on to each planet, it's like, everything's just named cock. But I feel like I would eventually find one, just like, my last dying wish, I'm on my deathbed, just playing No Man's Sky, is like, not another cock planet, son of a bitch!
And then 3 years later, you finally get to the center of the universe, and it's just a planet named Cock.
No, I was just about to say, my dying wish is just finding a planet, going to it, and naming it not Cock. I don't know.
Same thing with like Star Citizen. Like, I have no interest in actually playing that game.
Jesus.
But that's the one I want to buy just to see, like, what's gonna happen.
I thought you could do like.
You could do anything.
Anything
you can like start a police force and like an army. Like that's what like me and you want to do. Like make like a random like bandit, like 2-person bandit like team and just go destroy people.
No, I do what we did in Gary's mod. Just try and start a bakery. I'd have the biggest like bakery corporation in the fucking galaxy, and all I would do is sell bread to people. And when people ask, you could be like, I have like all this money and power, like you could just rule stuff. It's like, no, there is only bread. Like the will of the bread is like make it into a fucking religion.
Well, yeah, I would be your bouncer, and I would be the guard.
What? Why? We don't. No,
I'm the guard of the bakery.
Will of the bread. We don't.
I don't do it.
We get so fucking powerful. We hire fucking mercenaries. They, like.
No, I'm just one. I'm gonna be super powerful. I'm a super powerful mercenary that just circles.
No, hear me out. Like we hire all the armies. Like everyone else that opposes the armies, we don't care. We just like take everyone in. Anyone that like opposes us for some reason, literally like we arm our soldiers with guns and bread. And we just, like, force them into submission, but you don't kill them. You just throw bread at them, you take all the weapons, and just give them bread, and just walk away. And anyone that disobeys will be disciplined.
Well, that's how that was a big hit. I hope that's what you can do in the game.
Start bakery.
When it comes out, I hope you can do things like that, like start
when
a bakery.
When it comes out, because it's been, like, I thought it's been, like...
That was supposed to come out, like, 2 years ago. But...
Yeah, it's been long, but, hey... Do take your time, make it the best game.
Yeah, whatever. I want to play it when it's a buggy mess. I want to play it when it's shit.
That's true. It can be really fun.
I just want to, like, I was hearing, there's a, man, when the game was, like, first announced a couple years ago, a podcast I was listening to was really excited about the game. Mm-hmm. They didn't really play, like, MMOs that much or stuff like that, but they were talking about it, and they're just like, I'm so excited just for the stuff that happens. Like, something in World of Warcraft, or maybe it wasn't that game, some other game that, it was like a ship game. I think there was like a ship.
Eve?
And like boats ship.
Oh, like pirate ships.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, Eve has stuff like the time of the huge battles and stuff like that. That's cool to me too. But like, there's a game where the starting like island, you need to like travel across an island, and this like huge like force just like stop their boat in front of the island, so none of the tutorial people could get across to it. Just like stuff like that. Or my first thought I wanted to do was basically in Star Citizen, you can be like an employee, like a crewman on a ship, like a big ship. I want to do that and just like work my way to like destroy them.
Just
like
take them
not
from the inside out.
Yeah,
like, oh my goodness.
Like not like.
Why are you malicious? Jesus.
Not.
I just want to start a brick company. You want to like destroy everybody.
But I think a lot of people are gonna want to do that. Like have like I'm gonna go through as many ships as I can and be friends with them and do it like in a day. I would want to start from the beginning with like 5 people, like a true friendship, and build them like 6 months after playing slowly, like every day. I do like one small thing to like sabotage them.
Just like cut the main cans of the wires.
And like they would never know it's me.
Yeah, like you just walk by.
Like a true like movie style destroy from the inside, not like comedic. Like I'm just gonna start destroying. Like I'm
literally
like gonna
turn cans inwards, as fire. Like, and you. Oh, that'd be the best. Like, you just make people paranoid. Like,
yeah, like
everyone knows. Like everyone's gonna suspect everybody. You take that into account. So like you purposely like plant stuff in other people's places and just like
exactly. That's my plan. Like I want to do that and just like kind of rank up my own self. Like maybe even like rank up and be like because you can actually have like because apparently you can just do anything. Like you can actually have like leaders and
become a hooker and start a hooker armada.
I hope the game is like that. I really do. I hope you can do stuff like that, like make a bakery or just.
Dude, that's honestly like, as dumb as it sounds, like, I think that's the coolest thing that you can do.
I know. That's
like
that's what I'm excited. That was the next Minecraft for me. I didn't think Pokemon Go would be. I thought the next Minecraft
literally you can do anything. Like
yeah, and that's gonna be exciting when the game comes out like that's like that. And maybe Star Citizen might be like that. I just don't think it will. I don't think you can start a bakery, but hopefully you can.
Hope so. I'll complain.
I'm waiting for a game that's just like a city, like a GTA type city where you can do anything.
Yeah, it's just
start a business.
It's just a city simulator. Do whatever.
There's an indie company that's making a game like that. I just don't think it's gonna come to fruition. Like it's so big. It's called Identity. They like plan out like you can start a business. You can be a cop. You can go out in the woods and hunt. It's like that's so cool, but I don't know if you can make that right now.
I don't know. I would give it time because like factoring in everything is a bit hard to do.
Like anything.
Yeah.
It's like a Second Life. They kind of made in a way you can't do anything though. You can just do a lot of things.
Yeah, you can do a lot of things.
They let people just put their own content in the game.
You can do a lot of things. It may not be everything, but you can do a lot of things. They might be good. Most of them probably aren't.
Like in that game, you could put your own content in the game, which is so strange. But like that was
there's this one
APB. I think did that. You could put your own like artwork in the game.
And people just post like they just make naked people and like their posters now. And you see like oh. Okay, as you're driving a car and you just careen into like the side of a building. Yeah, what was I gonna say? I forget. I just want to start a bakery that takes over the galaxy.
That'd be a good YouTube series, a bakery series. You just start a bakery and start Citizen. I hope you can. I want there be a way to like in No Man's Sky to like meet up with someone.
I don't like. You said they wanted it to be.
I know.
I think that's like super good. Like
it's great, and that's why it's so good. Because I want it so bad.
It's kind of interesting in the time of games where they want like multiplayer shooters, they want couch co-op. This is a game like it has it. It's there. Probably not gonna find anyone.
And you can play offline if you want, but it's mainly online. Like you start it up and it's online, which that's just really cool. I want to be able to start. Like I hope it's just. You don't have to go to the Center Universe. Like I want to I want to see it, but like I won't.
Yeah, as I said, my first instinct would like go out as far as possible. I tried to get like to the edge and see where that is.
I would just want to start like a little base somewhere, like a little home. I want to just live. I hope we can build.
I would. This would take me 1 billion years. Go to the very edge of the galaxy or universe, and just like find a planet, start a bakery. Move to the next planet, start a bakery there. Just have this chain of bakeries just surrounding like everybody.
The restaurant.
So no matter where they go, they will find a bakery and you can serve them delicious bread.
That's the second book in the Hitchhiker's Guide series, I think. The restaurant at the end of the universe.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's
the title of the second book.
I would start that. I need to read Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
I love the first one.
They're really good. I need to read them. I need to read books.
Well.
No, I guess we're gonna end the podcast.
I'm
'cause It's
David.
been like an hour. I'm Steve.